So I assumed 8.45 interstitials, but then also, like Maciej astutely pointed out, they took the hexa sort thing, where basically if you close and open the app after first app open,
immediately,
they fire off an interstitial.
Yeah,
like go, but that's still.
You're telling me this is making like 100% more on ads?
Oh, well, wait, I would say more.
More than 100?
Yeah.
This is okay. So basically, I estimate that the total daily ad.
It's 4 a.m. and we're rolling the dice. Matej drops knowledge made of gold and ice. Felix with ads making those coins rise. Jack up designs, worlds chasing the sky. We're the 2.5 gamers, the midnight crew. Talking UA adverts and game design too. Matej, Felix, Shaka bringing the insight. We're rocking those vibes till the early daylight. Matej, UA, master eyes on the prize. Tracking data through the cyberspace skies. Felix stacks dollars like a wizard in disguise. Jacob's crafted realms lift us to the highs. 2.5 gamers talking smack. Slow hockey stick, got your back. Ads are beautiful, they light the way. Click it fast, don't delay.
It should be fine, right? Oh.
No worries.
Hello, and welcome everybody. Today we have a very special episode because I'm doing the intro, because today we are doing actually a game review, and it's been a very long time. And we actually have a very interesting game today we're reviewing with a lot of innovation from the gaming capital of the world, Vietnam. But to start things off, my name is Maciej Lanczarich.
My name is My name is Maciej Lanczarich, Mr. Felix Braber.
And I'm Felix Braber.
You mean my name is Maciej Lanczarich?
A lot of UA, huh?
A lot of UA. Yeah, a lot of UA. Okay, and we are your hosts. Thank you very much for coming again. Yes, this is a game review, and we are going to talk about goods, sort, and there is puzzle something. It's just
what is it called? Because it's good sorting for me, but on Sensor Tower, it's goods puzzle. Goods puzzle.
But
challenge.
It's goods puzzle for both iOS and Android.
Yeah, it's goods puzzle because
one is under Falcon Games, the other one is under OneSoft. That's the important thing.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
But it's the same company.
Yeah.
Well, what are you talking? Wait. It's the same company.
OneSoft and Falcon Games. If you read my Vietnam post,
Yes, but the thing is, then it's the same company. It's two different accounts on App Store versus Google Play. That's the thing.
Okay. But Forex tactics.
Yes, but on Sensor Tower, it's a little bit misleading. And then if you try to actually search for this game, it's like 50 of them.
Of course.
It's like 50 of them.
Yeah,
which is insane.
I gotta say, this has been the hardest game for me to play, but the more I forced myself to play it, the more I was impressed, because there's a lot of clever stuff going on in this title. So, yeah.
I ended up with level 10 because I couldn't play more, because A, it's really hard, and B, if you don't watch the ads before every level and get all the what is it?
We can watch it during the level as well to get all the boosters.
The boosters. Then it was like, fuck.
Why are you looking at me like my father used to look at me? What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
41, completely okay without the ads.
Really?
Yeah, because he has cheated and faked APK coming from somewhere.
Oh yeah, of course.
Obviously. No, honestly, this was so frustrating for me.
It's very, very chorey. It's like doing dishes. That's the problem.
Is it true you have someone in Slovenia playing games for you?
No.
You outsource it to a cheaper.
Why Slovenia?
Because it's cheaper than Slovakia. Everyone knows that.
I think some Slovenian friends would have different opinions about that, but
that's for sure.
Is Slovenia actually more expensive?
Well, it depends.
Maybe we should outsource it to Slovakia.
You can outsource it to east part of Slovakia and you're fine. You don't need to really go outside of the country.
Do you want to tee this up, Rima? Because we're already off topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I just want to say based on what you said, it's chores. It's just maybe, but then there's also the time limit,
Yeah.
which I hate really.
No other way
We're
to
that
put
age.
fail state into the game because
Yeah,
actually,
I know.
you know what? This is pretty much very close to what we played last time in this genre.
What do you mean, Blossom Sword?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Blossom sort because you can put sorting stuff into pairs that are not the
Yeah.
same type.
Yes, yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
exact
exactly.
same thing, which means it will drag on forever.
Yes, but you have 10, not 10, but like multiple levels within the one fucking shelf. It's
You mean
never
like
ending.
shelves going like
Yeah.
this and like this?
Shelfception. Seriously, shelfception.
But man, think about it. This is what people want. Like it's
I
similar
know,
to
yeah,
the Super
yeah,
Mario
yeah,
Simulator thing.
Yeah.
Like people want to do shelves. They want to stock shelves.
Sure, but if it's time limited, it's really pressure. It's time pressure. It's not as
What do you
relaxing.
mean? Like really
Come
like
on.
to even lose levels here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Should we
Come on.
start with gameplay or the
Yeah,
metrics?
let's
What do you
start.
think?
With the
I guess
gameplay
with metrics.
gameplay first. Gameplay. Yeah. Hello. Thank you much.
Okay, so yeah, I have some very good news and even better news, I guess. Especially now that I have played some other puzzle games that we're gonna review soon,
Yes.
which seems that yeah, like this one's even better than the other ones, but whatever.
What does that even mean? What you just said? I mean,
It's a teaser.
it's a teaser. Okay, but how is that good news or like what? Just
The good
even
news is that
yeah. Tell us more, please.
a studio from Vietnam is now able to fully utilize Royal Match metagame event system in the
I
game
knew you were going to say that.
with
Yeah.
a hybrid casual puzzler loop. So that's the good news that we're really moving forward now here because all of these things that you see here is pretty much like
Yeah.
1-to-1 of the meta. But yeah, let's talk about the core. So the core, as per usual, is a hybrid casual puzzler. It's one of those like very, let's say, custom built cores. Usually, most of those we know are time limit based. This is not deterministic.
Why is your camera going nuts?
I don't know. Maybe it wants to stress what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's not deterministic.
Man, you need to
it's
turn that off.
No, don't worry.
It's
Don't worry. No, it's fine. Don't worry.
fine. It's random basically. So it will do every level. Like these things will reshuffle, and there's pretty much a random chance of stuff that you can pretty much do there. You stock these items on the shelves as you go, and you need to match pair within each other. The important part again is that I
Pause.
can move.
I'm sorry. Pause. You need to fix that camera. It's just zooming in and out.
Man, it's
Yeah, that's
completely
fine, don't
okay.
worry. Yeah, no, nobody
Focus
cares,
on
like,
the game, not
focus
on
on
me.
the game,
It's like
exactly,
this
yeah.
small window.
Exactly. He's not important. The
Yeah,
gameplay is
exactly.
important.
So you can put the things on a shelf that is not the same type. This is the most important part. Then later on the game introduces more and more different blockers, such as let's say these like stuff that like you can take only one item, you don't see the others. There's like chain items. There's somewhere there were also these like ads, like you can get an ad
Yeah.
and
to
then
unlock more
unlock the
storing
shelf.
space.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, stuff like Hexasword, pretty much similar to that, and like similar to
Well,
all these
not
other
really,
things.
because here you can kind of skip progression with the like when you watch the ad when it's on Hexasword, you just unlock that, and it's not unlocked automatically after you move. Or you do like 5 moves. Here, it kind of eventually unlocks.
Yeah, the important part is that there are items behind the items that you see, and
then
even
behind,
more,
and behind,
even
and
more.
behind, yeah.
You only see to the second row, but there's still more rows that you don't even know if they are or like whatever.
Yeah.
At some point, they start to add the typical things that you add difficulty. Like actually, this is very close to something like Match Factory, because it's again
Why?
because like it's shit ton of items that you need to pair together.
Oh yeah, fair.
And you are doing the difficulty exactly as they do, which is you put items that have the same shape. You put items that have the same color, different shape. You put items that have the same shape, same color, and parts of them just being a little bit different. Like whatever this broccoli that sometimes it's just white or it's whatever, or
toilet paper as well.
Yeah,
Toilet paper as well.
Toilet paper is a little bit different. Like you have these like, what custom color is this pineapple thing? Whatever, it's just one thing. Whatever. But the most important thing for the difficulty is that they just add shit ton of stuff that you need to rummage through, which is exactly the same for the Match Factory 3D match loop.
Do you ever have this when you're playing where you just choice overload when you don't know what you're going to move because there's just so much to do?
The important part with these things, you need to move at all times, forever. This is how you need to play. So even if you're not matching, what you need to know, you need to be unhiding items. And like moving stuff so you have more and more tokens, but you cannot lock yourself out. If you lock yourself out,
so many times the level.
You need to think smartly because you can't just like unhide everything and you lock yourself out, you're screwed. That's it. Like it's a fail state basically. So what you need to do, you need to think a little bit smart, like where's, let's say, for instance, here, I have a pair here, now I have a pair here, blah, blah, blah. And you slowly pretty much kind of unwind all of these shelves one by one and you think a little bit, but you still need to be moving. So I still need to be doing something. If I don't see anything matched, I just like, I move stuff around in order to unlock more stuff that I think can be useful or can be used like
free popcorns. Free popcorns.
I need this one, for instance, here for this thing. 3 popcorns. There we go. And so on and so forth. The boosters are, as usual, kind of very, very similar. So there's a hammer, which breaks a random trio.
Here's my favorite.
Chain stuff. Alters stuff into like, okay.
Matching.
Pineapple. Then there's freeze time. We'll definitely use that, which gives us time bonus. And then there's reshuffle, which you can also do, which again reorder stuff a little bit. On top of it, there's also the boosters at the end of the level where you can add 60 more seconds for watching an ad. You can add pre-level boosters where you add basically some of these things.
Multiple things.
Pretty much the whole rewarded ad economy is based on boosters. You either pay 300 or 600 for getting the booster, or you watch a rewarded ad. And the rewarded ads.
The important thing is the level design, because the level design I think is excellent, because sometimes there's like moving shelves here on the bottom, or it's literally like Tetris that it just goes down, and like the moment you match, like it breaks down like a Tetris block. Then there's these like conveyor belts on the sides where you can only take items out.
I will show you in the creative section.
Like you can only take the item out, not in. As in like the, let's say the the sushi bar thing, you can still put them on, which is a little bit easier. The running sushi. So they also have that. Like it's very creative in the end. Like I really like it. But as said, like it can get very tiring because the levels are like 7-8 minutes, and you need to be like constantly like super focused in those 7-8 minutes, because otherwise you lose. And you, like I'll lose also.
It's hard.
Like, it's hard.
It's hard. It's really hard.
You lose focus for 1 second.
Hard in a way that like not hard in a way they need to be skillful. It just like takes so much time and focus. It's very long. Attention demanding. That's the thing. So and I guess we'll lose anyway. At least we can look at the fail state here.
And then basically I also want to add on to what we said before about the rewarded videos. So rewarded videos at the end of the level, you can double your rewards with a rewarded ad. Or if you die, which Jakub will do, or lose in 18 seconds, then you get a rewarded ad to get another 30 seconds, which is super stingy. But I guess like when you're playing this and you're out and you're 30 seconds away, of course you're going to watch that rewarded video.
But 30 seconds won't help you that much.
No, exactly. But if you sacrifice 7 minutes already, it's just
of course. But if I sacrifice 7 minutes already, then I would just buy more than 30 seconds, because you just also
probably why this game is earning so much money, IP revenue a month.
Here we go. So there's the fail state offer. By the way, 3 fail state offers in Carousel.
Which is, by the way, quite invisible because I didn't see it for the first time. I mean,
not that intuitive. Let's say.
Exactly.
But it goes by itself. By the way, it scrolls itself. I'm not touching it. So we can watch the ad and like finish the level between
60 seconds.
Oh, slow I guess I watched too much ads already today.
See what company this is? This is Google showing a 60-second ad.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, it's gonna be the double video or no? Depends.
Double
I don't
video. This
know.
one will be a double video, I think.
I think because then you have the after 30 seconds there will be another one.
It's going to the other one? Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
please.
see. We'll see. Oops. That's my assumption. Only
Google getting his elbows out. I guess they're seeing
no.
that 157 billion valuation, right? And it's being,
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so it goes into
yes,
Good Sword
Master triple match. Here you see,
like it's one of those 30 clones.
yes, exactly. even the creatives are very similar.
Yeah, but
to
this
be
is, by
honest.
the way, these levels looks like this. Some of those, like, literally like conveyor belts. It's like very, very satisfying to sort that out.
I'm not sure if it's that satisfying. I was really stressed when I was playing it.
Wasn't it's just like very attention intensive.
Yeah, look, reward granted, and then you will have two options. Okay, well, you would have two options.
There we go. Yeah, so let's finish the level and we can talk then the numbers. So what levels did you get in, guys?
Yeah,
In
10.
11,
like
then I had to stop. I really tried to get to 14 for the teams thing, but then
14? What do you mean? Like the important thing is on level 41.
Well, 14, 41, almost the same numbers.
I gotta say, your bitiness there and your sharp wit while you're playing this is quite impressive.
Yeah, I
You're
got
getting
better
better.
at playing and streaming. I can go play on Twitch now.
Well, you hope.
Yeah,
you
so
need,
here we
you need
have
a hot tub.
The first rewarded ad, claim or
Yeah.
the 3x or just complete it.
Yeah. So
There you go.
the interstitials
An interstitial.
anyway.
Yeah.
And they also have the open app ads.
I'll talk about that. There's
really?
some really
Yeah,
clever
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
We need to check.
Before we start talking about the ad revenue numbers, which, by the way, you will be blown away.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's
Yeah. Okay.
Clever stuff here.
Let me finish the product stuff and we talk. So so as we talk here, this is basically your bread and butter Royal Match,
Royal
Match
Match, yeah.
Factory, whatever meta, with the addition of the album.
Yes,
So there's the album. There's
which is the new stuff.
Yeah,
new hot stuff
Yahtzee,
everywhere.
Monopoly Go thing that's spreading like wildfire in casual genre. It's basically it. Like the only thing I think is missing is the trading functionality that I haven't seen here yet. Maybe they have it. I don't think so. They have it, but
I don't think so either.
they maybe can use it later. But this is again the typical like recycling chests, the grand prize that they have there. The typical thing where let's say here we have the album, the stuff like that.
how do the albums actually fit into the gameplay? They don't,
Well,
right?
audience.
Or-
Man, that's
The audience.
that's the beauty of this feature. It fits everywhere because it's so easy to add into a shallow economy, and it adds gacha into it. That's the most important add because you get these booster packs.
Explain that to someone who's just joining the show because it's
So
quite
what
clever.
happens here that casual games, puzzlers, and like similar games like even Monopoly Go, they have very, very shallow economy. Shallow economies means very small amount of currencies, nothing really to kind of, you put into rewards or offers or whatever. It's kind of very shallow. Like you get soft currency or some other currency or lives or gold. That's it. Nothing really to it. What happens here that you have this album collection that you slowly, literally filling out like a sticker album, and the game slowly drip feeds you these packs. So it gives you like this pack opening of you opening a card, which is basically the sticker from an album. And when you collect some of these stickers, you get rewards. It's clustered, so you get some rewards much sooner than when completing the whole album. So you have like, if you complete this one, you get after 9 cards, you get this reward, that reward, whatever. And then, of course, it's timed. It resets every 30 or 60 days. Monopoly Go runs on 60 days reset. I don't know which is this, but I would guess 30 or 60 again, because it takes a lot of time. Each time they have new art and new rewards for the thing. But eventually what all these rewards and all these things gives you from the album is again the same things, which are boosters and soft currency, nothing else. So that's the beauty of it. We just added currency, gacha packs, cards, whatever, but in the end it all leads back to the original currency. So we didn't really increase the complexity. That's the beauty of it. That's why everybody like Travel Town, Royal Match, Monopoly, everybody is using it, because you get to open gacha, but you don't have like all the other problems of gachas. That's great.
Right, Felix? Right?
I agree. or I disagree, or I don't know. But I do know one thing, that I'm really impressed with these studios from Vietnam and how quickly they're progressing. It's quite
to
cool
be honest,
to
like
see.
this is now bread and butter. Like every single like giant casual game is implementing this from like 2023 when Monopoly Go pretty much skyrocketed, and it's not, by the way, even done by Monopoly Go. It's like done by Yahtzee with Friends from Scopely portfolio.
Still the same. Yeah, still the same company, right?
Yeah, still the same company, but old mechanic. Anyway, so they have this, which they unlock at level 41, which I think is end of their feature set, as I think I've seen all of it. They have the typical teams thing, which if we join, I guess we get to beg for lives if it loads. Let's go into a different team.
It doesn't load when you have a cheated APK, right?
I don't have a cheated APK.
Maybe call your guy in Slovenia, see if he can help out.
This is again a very man. This is again a very standard feature now, which was I think pioneered by something like Toon Blast when they ditched Saga and used this like guild feature for a social game, where again is like standardized begging for lives and giving soft currency for helping others. That's it. What this is important for, that you run events on this. So you run events between the guilds, you have leaderboards suddenly between the guilds. It gives them much more meaning to like all the competitive functionality of the game. So it's not just begging for lives, it's quite important. Then you have these, which are the typical kind of randomly triggered events that are kind of popping up from left to right. Now I'm fighting someone that again will be revealed later. They have the star chest. Lots of games have star chests. Some don't, but it's like this kind of a consolation prize that you're still getting rewards even if you're not kind of doing anything. Then we have the golden gift, which is some kind of like a trophy road basically, like reward road track. It's very simple. You have these hidden rabbits in the levels that you collect, which again gives a little bit more engagement to the levels, because you have these called the meta items. So there are items that are not part of the gold objectives. You just need to find them and you kind of want to collect them. That's it. They add a little bit more pressure into your time, because you now need to also care about them, not just clearing the board. Then we have the typical battle pass. Again, this is like literally 1-to-1 to royal match. Nothing really to it. Piggy bank mechanic. Nothing to it. Remove ads offer.
It reminds me the next game that we are gonna talk about, the Candy Crush Solitaire, because it's everything what we are looking at here. It's also there.
I didn't see it yet. I already got 50.
What Piggy
bank? Yes, but all
Piggy
these
bank is
like
there.
the events, no.
Events there are there as well. I had random event last week. So it's all
but
there,
it's not
man.
triggered good. Like this needs to be triggered.
It's terrible. Okay, let's leave it for Solitaire.
No. Just one thing with the system.
Okay.
The system needs to work on completely like user behavior. It's not calendar based or whatever. Like if I play one level of Match Factory now, after we reviewed it 3 months before, it will pump out 4 events already.
Of course,
and start it immediately, because it's works like a machine. And this is the power of that system, that like it doesn't matter which year, whatever day it is, it will just slam you with events all the time.
So you have plenty of stuff to do.
So then we have the offer section, of course. So this is the typical one. There's a
buy one get two free. Nice.
Then there's another one, again the typical one, where you have bigger and bigger and bigger, a little bit of behavioral economy. Then we have special gold. I don't know what's this. Then we have like a typical chain offer.
Yes,
this should start with free stuff. I don't know if I collected already or not.
No, man. Why should you start with free? It's usually a combination of.
No. It always starts with free in order for you to see it, because you come for the free, and then there's the paid. Best ones are the ones where free, then ad rewarded, then paid step.
Yeah.
And then I guess too many offers, because this is definitely not UI
friendly.
And we have a lucky spin for the usual kind of ad rewarded placement there. Nothing to it. By the way, do I hear an airplane starting somewhere?
That's my washing machine.
Oh, okay.
I thought it's
like a rocket starting.
It's the loudest thing in the world. You could hear it in Slovenia.
Yeah, I know. My friend told me from Slovenia.
Marek called you up.
It's actually a lot of Mateis in Slovenia. Anyway,
I'm
so
sure
what's
there is.
So we
Yeah.
have the leaderboards, as I said. This is the thing that I was talking about. So we have teams leaderboards where there's world, there's Slovakia, there's masters, whatever, all these kind of different things, which goes great with these puzzle competitive players. Then we have the typical shop, nothing really to it. I think, yeah,
The ad placement is the only thing.
there,
Yeah.
so that's good.
What do you think about them putting the ad placement so low?
I
the
guess
shop?
it's not that big of a priority for them. Like there's not even notification.
I would say the IIP numbers answer that question quite quickly.
Yeah. But overall, the game
Really?
I think really
is that
good.
What you think?
Yeah.
I guess Felix is going to pull some trump cards out of his sleeve. Let's see. Yeah. So that was for the game. I think we seen the whole feature set.
Can I ask you a question? Because basically, I wanted to ask about the complexity of the levels and about that. Because basically, if you give me the screen, I was looking at YouTube before.
Do I finish now, or you want to go? Because I still have stuff I want to go for.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go in the numbers.
No. Like, I want to go numbers, but I want to do product stuff numbers because the thing is, and it's really important to talk about, that there's the other game called Goodmaster 3D, which I understand correctly was first here. So just saying, this is not really like a completely new idea. I think it's a streamlining of this idea because Goodsmaster, when I was last time playing it, was a little bit unconventional. I guess we won't see the screenshots of the actual. No, we won't. They had a little bit more unconventional gameplay and a little bit more different ideas there. Regarding their revenue, they're doing something like 12-13K a day. Mainly from US, but downloads wise, I think they were much more downloads driven before last year. Now they're kind of went away. And then there's the Good Sword thing, which is kind of same scale, which are again two different games. 30K, which again is like where is it? Yeah, the same thing. Don't even want to
everything
go into
looks exactly the same.
Yeah, everything looks the same, exactly. And now we are at the Goods puzzle, which is the only one, if I understand from the others, that is growing in IP revenue. That's the big difference because I think they are the only ones that really nailed how Royal Match meta system should work in hybrid casual puzzler. That's the important part. So we see a hockey stick that's going to something like 90K a day.
This is not a hockey stick. This is just growth.
This is
just
growth,
a slope.
yeah.
This is just a slow hockey stick. This is not a slow hockey stick. This is just growth.
Yeah.
There's no hockey stick. Where's the hockey stick?
Yeah. Do you know like how hockey stick
Hockey
looks
stick
like?
is like,
okay.
You don't play hockey in Slovenia? Damn it.
Slovenia?
Sorry.
No, probably they don't.
Sorry.
They're kind of near the sea,
That joke was dead on arrival since I screwed it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to apologize.
It's fine. Who, to Slovenia? Yeah, you should. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's 200K downloads per day, and this is still increasing. And let's just finish with the bullshit filter. So still, US is the biggest contributor to the downloads. Then we have the typical culprits of tier 2, tier 3 traffic. Revenue-wise, it's completely driven by US, which is like 65% of revenue, and then there's tier 1 countries, basically, right after it. So that's there. I think it's a very healthy picture, pretty much, especially for like a studio from Vietnam trying and being able to put new stuff into context of like westernized hits. So again, very outstanding move here. Felix, you can go.
Okay, before I get on the ads, I actually wanted to ask a question, right? Because when you're doing these puzzle games, I just want to show this video from YouTube. So this is level 283.
Mm-hmm.
And like...
Yeah, there's the conveyor belt, I told you.
Yeah, the conveyor belt. Like, how do you balance this with new stuff? Like, how many levels does a user play before you need to show something completely new to keep it interesting? Because I guess
what do you mean completely new?
Because basically the conveyor belt or new feature set.
Like, you know how, again, this is going back to Match Factor. You know how these games scale content? They add different objects in giant batches.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. They don't really add that many mechanics.
Yeah, because if you add more, it's already quite hard.
Yeah.
To find all of these.
Yeah, they don't really add like more like frozen blocks or whatever. They just add different batches of things because the things themselves are the difficulty. Think about it: the shapes, the colors, and everything, and you being like able to interchange them just by looking at them, like the duckling with the ribbon, duckling without the ribbon, duckling with the blue ribbon, all are yellow and just like small details are different. That's the difficulty.
Red popsicle, yellow popsicle,
exactly.
green popsicle, same fucking shape but different color. And if you unhide with like in the second row, everything looks the same.
Like the plums, the green one and the yellow one, they look the same if they're hidden in the second row.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I had to redo my calculations twice for the ad revenue estimates because the numbers were so big that I didn't believe it. So I redid it and confirmed it. And with
Too good
more
to be true?
ECPMs, it's a bit too good to be true, right? So according to Sensor Tower, 38 minutes of gameplay per day, 4.3 sessions per day. So that means 2,280 seconds. So basically, if a level is between 5 to 7 minutes, that means you're showing anywhere between 6 to 7 interstitials per day only between levels or when you lose a level, right? Which you can't really factor in, right? So I assumed 8.45 interstitials. But then also, like Maciej astutely pointed out, they took the hexa sort thing where basically if you close and open the app after first app open,
immediately.
They fire off an interstitial.
Yeah.
Like, go nuts.
Yeah,
And
seriously.
I wanted to ask you, Jakub, on this because iOS, for some reason, what I've heard from developers, they don't care about this. They're just like, yeah, that's fine. Go nuts, right? This is not interrupting anything. But Google Play sometimes has an issue with this. So when you're playing on your emulator, did you see the reward or the interstitial?
Interstitial between the levels? Yes.
No, when you open up the app. When you
I'm
open
trying
it.
right now. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. It's just it's really big on iOS, man. I minimized and then just went back.
Which is really funny, right? Because if you think about it, Google has their rewarded app open interstitials. If you use that, then it's not interrupting the gameplay.
Yeah.
But if
it
it's
doesn't really
interstitial...
earn that much money.
Exactly. That's the issue, right? Anyway, so that means you're adding also on probably anywhere between 2 to 4 interstitials on iOS.
Can you actually show the revenue graph, Jakub, in the meantime, instead of the gameplay? Because it's just
distracting.
Numbers are a little bit better. There you go.
Yeah. So after level 6, that's when you start seeing banners and interstitials.
Yeah.
So they just come after level 6. Rewarded, like I said, there's a lot of rewarded placements, but it's quite hidden away. The main ones that really matter is for boosters before levels, during levels, you can also watch rewarded, extra time, and more rewards at the end of the level. I handicapped it around 4 rewarded. But really, the bread and butter of this game is interstitials. And you have 2.3 million users.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, you have in the last 30 days 2.3 million DAUs, and the largest geo is the US. And the US iOS 318,000 DAU in the last month, right?
That's
a lot of money.
Mania,
That's
man.
a lot of money, right?
People want to stock the shelves.
Exactly. I don't get it, right? And then nearly like 1 million users, excluding the US. A lot of that sure is Russia, so I handicapped and put that down. But that's still.
You're telling me this is making like 100% more on ads?
Oh, wait, I would say more.
More than 100?
Yeah.
This is okay. So basically, I estimate that the total daily ad revenue is 152K per day.
What?
Right now? Yeah. Which is 65% of the overall revenue, which means this game, if it stays at this level, is on a run rate to make $112 million in IAP and ads this year.
It's 100K in IIPs, which doesn't really count.
So basically 300K a day.
Plus, I would say plus, because this doesn't really count the sentence multiplier. And it's growing. It's still growing.
It's still growing, which means it recalculates, blah, blah, blah.
This could rival Hexasorts if it keeps growing.
Yeah.
This could be a 200.
Stopped growing, by the way, after 140K the IP revenue.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is just what I want to say here also, like how they're just pushing. When you have gameplay that's this, I guess, addictive or like soothing to people, just adding this like interstitial on only iOS makes 23K a day, which is
casually.
15% of the ad revenue.
Yeah,
So it's like 8
casually.
million per year just by being like, interstitials
why
when you
not?
open the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like it's
And
making
I'm
more than
highlight-
Hexasort in IP revenue now.
Wow.
More than
Yeah,
there you
see,
go.
this is Hexasort, 80K.
Yeah, 80K.
So basically, most likely what's going to happen, if they keep speeding up, they'll be at Hexasort's $200 million run rate.
Well,
That's
look, it's
nuts.
still growing. It's February, so when, if not now, until let's say end of the summer, like they're gonna scale like crazy.
They already have more than double the downloads of Hexasort.
Yeah.
So we are getting access to a new cool feature from Sensor Tower soon, and we should re-come, because that means we can calculate the profitability of this, because that's what's most interesting, right, Maciej?
Of course. Yeah, well,
By the way,
That's
why
what
is this
everybody-
not in the charts? Like, I don't get this.
what?
It's
The
like
sword?
I've seen it in the charts, man. I've seen it.
It's right there.
I've seen it. Yeah.
It's right there. Like the main question is, if you earn that much money, are you using your own money for UA or
You tell me.
or do you have a partners?
Wait,
for-
what? Do you have a partner for this? Wait,
Of course.
do you know? Yeah.
I would say, because today's episode actually is brought to you by our sponsors, PVX Partners, the simplest and most effective credit line for marketing and running your UA. Because if you're scaling your gaming business like Good Sword and need funding, here's the deal: PVX Partners, no equity dilution, and you can repay as you get paid. So it's flexible, fast, and fully tailored to your growth. So you can be scaling your game like Good Sword easily. You can secure the funding in 30 days and get term sheet in just 24 hours. So don't wait. Take control of your UA budgets without giving away a piece of your company. Visit pvxpartners.com and see how they can help you grow your game. Very similar to Good Sword puzzle game. Come on, it's easy.
And if you didn't understand what Matthias was saying, try checking out our subtitles.
Man, we should really like when we're talking about this. We should like. Do you want to have ads on our podcast? Do you know that we have ambush ads? That we ambush the audience with the ads?
It's not ambush. It's smooth. It's really smooth. And I was waiting for the right moment. I was since the very beginning.
Literally camping it out.
Speaking of smooth, how smooth is their UA, Maciej?
Ooh, thank you very much for asking, actually, because it's interesting. So I would say they are actually...
It has to be very good that they're running 200 downloads a day.
Oh, that's the thing. They're running
How much
shit
of this
ton
is
of upload.
organic? How much of it is organic? Can we check that before?
Yeah, we can, but I don't think... Oh, by the way, it's kind of new... Here. Now it's by source. Now let's check it out. Paid organic. Oh, 50-50. What?
Man, what a money printing machine.
Oak. Paid, and then organic jumped really like through the roof December and January.
Can you do this, by the way? Like,
What?
is this real? That
Yeah,
you can
it's
pump so
real.
much money into it that organic will then overtake paid?
It's kind of
For a
helps,
small time,
but-
I guess, yeah?
Yeah, look, it's just growing.
Oh yeah,
And,
but
you
if
know-
they spent that much the year before,
Exactly. That's what I
yeah.
wanted to say.
Yeah,
That's what I want to
okay.
say. Like that kind of kicks
It's a
in. But still,
decline of paid. That's why jump over. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah. But still,
So,
it's quite
so explain to
interesting.
someone
And-
who's just joining. So if you spend a lot of money on UA, you also get free organic downloads?
No, but you spend more, you get more, obviously, and also if you spend a lot of money on iOS, it's kind of the attribution is not really accurate, and it kind of helps when you get more installs, you get better rankings, you get better featurings, and all of the different things.
The important thing there, Felix, look at that and look at that valley at like the last month thing. That's
Here.
the important part. That like, yeah, the organic overtook paid, but only because the paid went so down. That's
Yes.
why. That's why
Yeah,
I was
but still.
puzzled. Like if you know you can't. It's just like traction
But
of
this is
organic.
US,
That's it.
yeah. But this is
Yeah.
US mainly, right? So we have,
Yeah.
in January, 800,000 installs, and the thing is, look, the web browser. That's the beauty part of it as well. So they're doing some interesting stuff as well. Still not 10%. Anyway, so where are you? Where is
Do I
it?
get that right? That 80% of creatives will be just conveyor belts?
Kind of. Not
No freezing families, yeah?
Yeah, not freezing families. Which is, I mean, still interesting because I would say, where the fuck is the here is the creative gallery. like what?
See, talking and doing stuff on.
No, because they changed it recently, so I'm kind of lost in here anyway. But this is the thing. So January, let's do February. It's still the same thing.
Maybe we
It's
could check also
uploading.
November when they had that super big push.
Oh yeah, we can do November. That's interesting because it's like it's all of Uplovin. Doesn't matter.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's like it's shit ton of playables, which is great because that's what you do on Uplovin, right? And
Mhm.
but I'm not playing. I'm not. You see, man.
Goodbye,
It's just-
3 hours.
Yeah,
I'm having
exactly.
I'm having flashbacks, and
Yeah.
it's not nice.
Oh, okay. It's at least I can't play it fully, which is good because that's like it's tough. But you have like really 10 different playables. When I was checking it, it's insane. It's insane. So this is for Luna. It's the only problem with
By the way, do
playables.
you think that
Yeah.
this is the continuation of the supermarket trend thing?
No,
Very
I
good
don't think
question.
so. I don't think so, honestly.
I mean, like in case of like visuals and stuff, because it's basically stocking shelves in supermarket, which it seems obviously it has low CPI.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not exactly the supermarket. That's my biggest problem because they could be using the supermarket. They are using it a little bit. It's too loud. But yes, this is what they should be doing. All of this interesting stuff. You see, this is exactly Match Factory. The different colors. Now this looks really cool. You're so lucky you can't really hear the music.
Thank God.
Do you think there's a lot of cannibalization with Match Factory and these type of games, like overlap in the user base?
I guess so.
Must be, right?
Yeah.
Let me
Look.
double check cross-app usage.
Oh man, like it's female audience, bro. It is definitely. It's just a bro.
Bro.
It's female audience, bro.
Bro, exactly. Look, it also doesn't really look like that great, but that's exactly what people want to see. Okay, but this is just November. It's all Uplovin, Integral, and Unity. But let's go back to actually 2025 February, and I want to show you the Facebook because they're running basically everything. Google, Uplovin, InMobi, Iron Source, Liftoff, Integral, absolutely sure, Moloko as well, and all of the different things. Unity was actually their biggest channel in the previous months. Look, this is look.
Well, this is definitely on the supermarket trend. Yeah.
Exactly.
There
This
we
is
go.
what, like, yes, this is exactly what they should be running, I think, because this definitely, I think, drives down the CPIs. But yeah, we have
AI
all of
Santa.
this. I don't think it's AI Santa, honestly. It's just
100% AI.
Maybe. There you go. This is your conveyor belts,
Mm-hmm.
which is, I mean, makes sense. The thing is,
Nail polish on the finger.
absolutely. Again, it's a must, bro.
Bro.
But this is basically it. My problem with this is like, how can you
See anything in it?
first, yes, see anything in it? It's just what different concepts can you actually run in terms of the creatives?
With these like 3 items in a shelf?
Exactly, and you can run different items, which you can see here, which
I think they
Christmas oriented theme.
I think eventually when they run out of good creatives for this concept, they probably run the first person supermarket creatives.
That's what I'm getting. This is which
Wow.
I'm pretty sure this doesn't really help. Doesn't really help with the CPI. On the other way, actually on the other spectrum, they
This
kind
is
of
their
decreases.
R&D budget probably.
This is February? It's
Yes,
very Christmassy.
exactly.
No shit.
But this is the thing is this is Facebook and it's still running since December 16, and
Yes,
it's
why turn it
really
off?
it's really low spent, honestly. Like everything is happening on AppLovin, and there is only like 100 of different playables. Seriously, like these different playables, all of it.
And if you're curious why everything is happening on AppLovin, check out our album on our bonus track, AppLovin It. And
AppLovin
that
It,
will explain everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, for those that didn't catch the news, AppLovin just went out of game business because they sold it off.
I thought you were going to say we released an album, but okay.
Yeah.
Some factual information on top of shilling.
Yeah, there's actual new thing, which is impression share, which is in beta. So now we can actually check. Yeah, this is really cool. Yeah, this is really cool. This is really cool, and you can check last 90 days.
Why do I have new toys to play with my product part? Always UA toys.
Yeah, because
that's where the money is, bro.
Exactly, bro. Because we are living in the times when your product is led by UA.
I know.
There you go, bro. Anyway, so look, you see that this was
UA, bro.
UA bro. It was really interesting to see that since January, it's that Unity was top one channel in terms of the impressions, and then it's kind of this is US only, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
We were checking now before on the creative part. There was majority of impressions coming from AppLovin. So on AppLovin they ran the worldwide campaign as you usually do.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, I'm thinking they're running a lot of stuff on both Unity and AppLovin. Yeah.
Sorry, can you explain why did they cut off AdMob if November was their biggest spending month ever and like they were throwing everything in it?
I would say
December spend, right? On Google
exactly.
should be higher. Yeah.
Yes, so because of
Black Friday.
Christmas.
Yeah. Google has a lot of e-commerce, right? So I'm assuming maybe costs went up then.
Yeah, we can check.
You mean like they overspend it on AdMob and then turn it off?
No, it's still there. It's just went down.
More competition, maybe.
It could be different reasons. Could be just because AppLovin started working a little bit better after Christmas, or just middle of first week of January.
Okay.
I mean, I don't see anything really critical besides just the usual budget allocation.
So
shift.
what this chart tells you then? Like,
what this tells me is that the AppLovin and Unity are the top channels for the last kind of 60 days, I would say.
Last
3 months, basically. And I thought it's AppLovin mainly, but in the US, there are some days where AppLovin is top, but majority of January was driven by Unity. And this also tells me that here, the December was really not balanced that much, because 50%, if you run any channel on 50 or 60 or 70% of the budget on a daily basis, then you are fucked. Because then this happens, you go from 60% to zero, basically. Like there's a problem, and then you go Unity from zero. Oh no, it's already 70%. Then you just increase the other channel. It's not really balanced that much.
Is there somewhere like estimated spend? Because this is all percentages. Would that chart kind of go the other way around? I mean, if they turn off
ask us again in a week, then we'll have estimated spend.
Yeah,
we'll have estimated spend in a week.
That pretty much the same thing would look exactly the same with the AdMob turned off. It would be just like, Yeah, I know what you mean. But what was interesting in this part is that there's majority of the whole kind of impressions coming from AppLovin and Integral. But this is basically all, where is it? Yeah, all countries. But in the impression tab, it's US only. So obviously, since US is the main geo. But I would say that the AppLovin, what they are running at the moment with all of these IIPs and everything, I think it's blended ROAS campaigns. Do you think they're mediating with Max, Felix?
100%.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So they're running blended ROAS campaigns. I would even say other ROAS campaigns and even IIP ROAS, but different attribution windows. So you can run day 0, day 7, and day 28. And with this they have pretty good retention profile, right? We can check. We can hopefully check, because let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Actually, this. So we have the better day 60. Okay, it's not that bad. 4% day 90. Okay. Not the usual Royal match, but still pretty good. So they can run. They can also run an interesting day 28 optimization window, I think. So yeah, honestly, a lot of different playables, a lot of different creatives. What I think they could be doing, what our friends from Super Send are doing or were doing. You have all these goods which are already looking like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and all of this. You should do it way more. You should do it way more.
Yeah, sue me. I'm based in Vietnam.
And yeah. I was like, guys, come on. Like,
call the mobile police.
Yeah, I called the mobile police. Because like that's what you want. That's what you want to see there. Like there was a cola with whatever. It was really obvious. It's cola, but it's not shown in the ads that often. So all the Kleenex and all of the fun. It's like that. I think that should be there. Because I don't think the UGC stuff will work that much. I think, the goods like they are now, and if it looks a little bit worse than what we saw on the ads, like the very low poly supermarket simulator types of visual styles, like that's something that should really work. But yeah.
Okay, rating time.
Yeah, I would say 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Easily.
Felix?
The ad ARPDAU is 7 cents on this user base, which is so crazy because it's so global. So it's a 9. I don't see how they could do anything better unless they started doing rewarded app open interstitials on Android just to get that little extra revenue, but they're so low. So yeah.
I would go 8.5 because 2 things. You can still do the meta a little bit more aggressive on like triggering the events. I still have just one, usually, as I said, match factor royal match go like 2 or 3 at a time.
8.5? I thought you'd
8.5.
say a bit lower because they don't have any story like they do, right? You could add story
these
on
things
this
don't
as
need
well.
story. Please don't
They
need
don't?
story. Ever. Won't help you at all.
It's distraction. Nobody wants.
Okay.
You need those events. Those events are the source of revenue because they're pushing you to play the core. That's the only thing you need to do. You do them better. That's problem number 1. Problem number 2, fix your UI. There shouldn't be 10 offers in like one chart that I can't even click the spin wheel. That's the other thing. I guess stuff is getting added into the game too fast for the UI team to kind of sort it through. UX team, I mean.
Yeah. All right. That's amazing. So
yeah, but
the
game itself, like I think heads down because, as I said, they already went over like a market genre competitor, which is the Goods Master, and went over it.
Easy. Yeah.
I can't wait to calculate profitability on this. This is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, us too, don't worry. Thank you very much for listening, guys. Also, visit 25gamers.com and buy the merch, because we also have merch, not only albums, but also merch. All the hoodies, t-shirts, and all the fun stuff that, Jakub is dancing, obviously. Great with the camera zooming in and out. And we are also out. Thank you very much for listening. See you and talk to you later. Jesus Christ.
Ciao.
Bye.